Good morning, guys. It's Mrs. Norris here. It's Monday on our second week of online learning, distance learning, online teaching, however you want to look at it. We are in our second week. I hope this finds you all happy and healthy and taking care of yourself. I just wanted to review a couple of things from last week and go over the task for this week. Let me first talk about some things from last week. When you go to Google Classroom, I want to make sure that if this is the first time that you've actually logged into your Google Classroom or looked at your history activities, your Google Classroom for my class, these are the things that you have missed over that time. So if you scroll down, what you should have done, if you have not done so already, is you should have created an account on Flipgrid as well as an account on Remind. Remind is a tool that I'm using to communicate with you guys. I just want to make sure that everything reaches you in a timely manner. So I'm trying to use School Loop as well as this Remind app to make sure that we're all on the same page. When you're creating those accounts and when you're doing really anything for school, make sure that you are using your student email. So that would be your 9-digit ID at student.lbschools.net. So make sure you're using your Google email to create your accounts if you have not done so already. So scrolling up a little bit, this was our activity from last week. If you have not completed the activity from last week, that does need to get done. As you can see, nobody's turned it in yet. So that's something that you want to do so you can make sure that if and when we go back to school, you are not behind. There is a tutorial video here. Start at the tutorial video. It will explain for you the activity, the historical snapshot China activity, and then this is also discussed in the video. So again, start with the tutorial and it will explain to you how to complete this task. Okay. And then finally from last week, I just want to remind you, I sent an email out to everyone through School Loop with the times, but just so we're clear, at the beginning of every class period, so for example, this is period 6, their class normally meets at around 2:45. So at the beginning of every class period, what would be your normal class period Monday through Friday, I am starting a meeting session so that if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, or you just need to chat, you can join this meeting and we can do that there. So that's every single day, Monday through Friday, unless I send you a note telling you otherwise. An email through School Loop and Remind. I leave that meeting open as long as there are people in there, and if nobody joins it, I close it again at 3 o'clock and open the next day, unless it's a Friday. Okay, so again, the 3 things from last week: make sure that you are creating an account on these 2 websites. Make sure you are completing the task and marking it as turned in. And make sure you are checking back during your normal class time if you need to have a meeting with me about anything. Okay. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about our new assignment. If you've completed last week's assignment, our new assignment is this ancient China HyperDoc. We've done something similar to it at some point during the year, so this shouldn't be totally new to you, but we have links that are here in the column on the left, and you use these links to help you to answer the questions or complete the task that is on the right. Okay. I know that, for example, right here, it currently doesn't have this red text, but please make sure that and I'm just going to do it here, I'll show you. So I'm going to highlight it, I'm going to copy it, and I'm going to make sure that I paste it and write my answer here. Okay, so for example, I'm just going to click. It does need Adobe Flash, so I'm just going to enable it. And then scroll through this using this arrow, and you can see different things that are occurring. It explains to you what's happening in the image, and then once you are done, you can go back and answer these questions. So each task on the left, you use this to help you complete the task that is on the right. Okay. It's pretty self-explanatory. Again, we're continuing discussing China and its growth during the ancient times. If you have any questions or comments, please make sure that you're joining in on that meeting time for your class period, and I will be happy to answer any questions for you. If there are no other questions, which I can't answer them right now anyway, we will talk again soon.